Hey, what's up YouTube? This is the Bolt Speed Gamer back again with another Pokemon Black and White Wi-Fi battle. This is a battle against RJXY, one of the admins for the Facebook page of Pokemon Wi-Fi battles. It was a really fun match, and this guy was really hard. So I just wanted to start off the narration. This is a really long video, so if I make mistakes, I'm sorry. It's hard to talk for this long. So yeah, that you can see his team. It's actually kind of funny because two of his team members are only different from two of mine. Other than that, we have identical teams. So it's actually a really cool match. So I start out with my Torterra, and he starts out with Skarmory. I started out with my Torterra thinking he was going to start with Gastrodon, but I should have seen the Skarmory coming. And then I did make another misplay here. I sent in my Skarmory. Should have sent in my Hippowdon. And then but it actually is fortunate because it pulls out my Heatran. And I know he's going to switch because he pretty much has to, because I can one-shot him with almost anything except for the fact that he has Sturdy. But it'll be close enough. But anyway, I get the Stealth Rocks up on the switch because he had to switch. And then he goes for the Dragon Pulse. I predict that, and I go into my Gastrodon to take it. Now here I predicted him to switch, but he doesn't, and that was why I went for the Earth Power. I thought he was going to switch into his own Gastrodon. But here is where he actually does it. And I made a mistake. I should have Toxic on the switch. But, oh well. And then here I know he's going to Toxic me. So I switch out and I go into my Skarmory to set up some entry hazards. So it goes for the Toxic, but Skarmory is part Steel type, so I'm immune of it. So I'm able to start setting up some entry hazards here. And so here, I know he's going for the Scald. I know he's Burn Fishing. So here I just keep setting up entry hazards because I know I can take two and then I can roost off the damage. But this was crucial. He gets a critical hit. And I could have roosted off the damage and get all three entry hazards up and had my Skarmory here, which was just bad. Here I know he's going to switch fearing whatever I have. So I'm going to be able to go for the Rock Polish. And then I can go for the Stone Edge and pop the air balloon of this thing. And I know he's probably going to predict my switch since, you know, I'm afraid of the fire type move. But I'm not. I'm going to go for the Stone Edge. And then I'm going to be able to go for the Earthquake to take this thing out because Torterra is awesome. Then he goes into a Staraptor. I thought I could outspeed it with the Rock Polish up. But I'm not actually able to. He might be Scarfed. That might be why he outsped me, but oh well. And then he goes in and he goes for the Brave Bird, takes down my Torterra. Then I go into my Garchomp, and I thought I could take it better, but I don't. I also thought he would go into Skarmory to take Outrage. And here this is just bad because he can take me down. I should have stayed in because he could have gone. He was going for the entry hazards, and here was where I actually clicked the wrong choice. I meant to hit Roar, on this turn coming up. I meant to hit Roar, but I accidentally hit Stockpile, which allows him the opportunity to go for the Roar first, and that's just bad. So that was awful for me. And then I know he's probably going to switch here, so I'm going to be able to Will-O-Wisp something that comes in. But it actually turns out to be a problem for me later because Toxic is so much more helpful in Gastrodon because because my Torterra is gone, I don't have something that can take it down in one shot. And so this Gastrodon can wall me for days, and as you'll see, it does. This Gastrodon is just, Gastrodons are really strong. And it drives me nuts. So here, the Burn is actually beneficial for him because it means I can't give him the Toxic. But here he gives me the Toxic, which really limits my survivability. So I go for the Earth Power and does a decent chunk, but I know he's going to recover here. So, that's just bad. I was like, maybe if I could go first, I could take him down. Wait, I'm sorry. I didn't switch. I didn't stay in. I switched out. I actually should have stayed in there and gone for the Earth Power. If I had won the speed tie, I would have been able to take down this Gastrodon. So I really should have stayed in. I was actually, I think, predicting an Earth Power. And then here I'm making another misplay. I don't know why, I just went into Hippowdon afraid. Like, I thought he was going to go for the Earth Power to predict me to switch into Gastrodon, and so, yeah, this is pretty much all bad. And I actually thought the Earthquake would do more. As you'll see when I actually go for it. He goes for the Scald, and I was really hoping he wouldn't get the burn, but he does. So, that pretty much ruins whatever plans I have for this Hippowdon. So yeah, this is just, I'm in a bad spot now, because I'm frantically switching, trying to, trick him, but looking back, I really shouldn't have been just switching out. I could have made a lot of better plays here, but, you know, I was in the moment, and I was kind of trying to figure out how to do this, because I was losing, and 2 of his Pokemon hadn't even battled yet, so I knew I was in a bad spot here. So, and I really shouldn't have switched out Garchomp, because he's going to die upon entry hazard re-entry. So I go for the Earth Power, and does a decent chunk, but he's just going to be roll cover. So here's just basically us stalling each other, because this is all bad, just all bad. I go for the second Earth Power. He goes for the Recover and gets all his HP back. And so basically this is just us stalling. He's trying to stall me, I'm trying to stall him, going for Recovers and Earth Powers. And the problem is our more powerful attacks, Surf and Scald, are actually are not able to do anything because of Storm Drain. I mean, we could go for them, but it would be strengthening our opponent. So I go into Wasteland, and it dies upon entry hazards. So that was bad. Then I go into... It was bad switching him out. And I go into my Garchomp. He dies upon entry hazards. So that was bad switching him out. So yeah. And then I go into my Heatran, because it's pretty much the only thing that could possibly take down this Gastrodon at this point. I go for the Flamethrower, predicting him to go on the Skarmory to take the Earth Power, and I get a critical hit, which I really could have used if I had gone for Earth Power. So he's basically just stalling here. If I had gone for the Earth Power instead of the Flamethrower, I could have done so much more, and possibly taken this out beforehand. So I'm not going to be able to survive, so he's going to go for the Earth Power, but because of the burn, it is going to be a double down. So he gets burn damage, and I'm sorry, he actually survives with a smidgen of HP. He figures, I win the speed tie and go for the Earth Power to take down this Gastrodon, because I don't need him recovering. So this is in a bad spot because Gastrodon's my last Pokemon, and he still has his Dusclops and his Garchomp, which he hasn't even used, and Skarmory. So there's pretty much no way I'm gonna win. He goes for the rest here. I'm pretty sure to make sure I can't poison him, but I just went for the Recover. So he is trying to stall me out. I go for the Earth Power. I was going for the Special Defense drop. He goes for the Sleep Talk, gets the Will-O-Wisp. So if I had not gone for these Earth Power, and as opposed I went for the Surf, I could have taken him down because of the more power that Surf has. But it didn't matter in the long run. It would have just been a 2-0 instead of the 3-0. This guy is very good. So here, I'm just trying to take down this Dusclops. He goes for the Nightshade, and it brings me down really low. After the poison, it's gonna take me almost to the brink of fainting, and so I go for the Surf again, trying to take him down, but he goes for the final rest, and heals all the way back up, and I die due to poison. So yeah, that's gonna be the game. It was a very fun match. It was very hard though. So, yeah, good game, RJXY. Thanks for the battle. This is probably going to be my last battle for the month, but I will have more up for you for April. And so, we used a lot of different Pokemon from different tiers, so I wanted to know, so just comment below is, what's your favorite Pokemon tier? Mine is probably Inu, because, just because the different things you can do with it. And so, yeah, that's the question of the day. Thanks for watching. Comment, rate, and subscribe. Have a good day. So, yeah, bye.